what are we doing right now?
Okay, so yeah, we're just trying to share where we're at in the process and show backers what they are backing.
Outdid yourself.
This is the main entrance. It's covered up right now, but there's a lot of natural light in this corner, so I want to have a lot of seating. Right here, there's going to be some sort of, I think it's called bar seating, and there will be bar stools. I want to do a brick wall back here, just to make it feel cozier, because it's kind of like very plain and cold in here. So these garage doors are my favorite feature, because they pay homage to what this building used to be. And what it used to be is a service station / gas station. And then there's the covered dining over there, which I'm hoping we'll get a lot of use out of in the spring and summer. I'm gonna add hanging plants and a sofa, lots of tables and chairs. I think it'll be really cool. Kind of like a greenhouse, sort of. And here, of course, is where we're gonna have the donuts and the display, cash register. We're gonna have a full espresso bar, so we're gonna serve all kinds of coffee drinks. So this is entering the kitchen now. It's just that I have to put in my own equipment. So this one's a freezer here, an ice maker that I don't need, all the necessary sinks, lots of shelving. I think I'm really lucky to have this place because there's a parking lot, there's the outdoor seating, and it's already like in great condition. Matt, the previous owner, he did such a great job fixing this place up. So I feel really lucky to have this place. We're doing all of this on our own. I'm kind of acting as designer and contractor and business owner, so it's a lot to take on, but I think I prefer it that way because I want this to be a very personal project. Yeah, this is just a big dream of mine, so I want to make it special, and it means a lot to me. And mainly it's my dad helping me out with this because he works in construction, and although he doesn't have experience with restaurants, I'm just really grateful that he's willing to help because growing up we did not have a very close relationship all my life pretty much, and especially this past year we haven't been on good terms. So I feel like us working on this together will help, even though we butt heads all the time. I think it'll help us get closer somehow. So this is not one of those fancy automatic ones, so you have to push it up. There we go, and it should stay. Okay, there. This space was the main eating area before for the previous restaurant. I'm adding some indoor seating, but this is still going to be the main kind of hangout area. I'm going to have these curtains pulled back, and I'm going to probably paint over this wood because some of it is not in good condition. But I'm going to have some tables, and I'm going to have a big family table in the back for like groups to sit at. That's something I've always wanted. And then right in the middle, I'm going to have like a sofa and some chairs, kind of like the Friends Central Perk setup. If you just picture this like that, there's going to be tables here, that sofa that I mentioned, and then the family table in the back. And there's also heat, so I think in winter it'll still be okay. The name of my business is The Flower Box, and I named it that, one, because I like puns, and that's it, but also two, I always dreamt of having kind of like planter boxes or flower boxes wherever the windows were. I always liked the idea of that. And I'm going to have hanging plants in here, so it's kind of going to be a greenhouse or a flower box. But yeah, that was really a good coincidence. Okay. All right, there we go. Kind of just a sample of a countertop. This is not the exact one that I'm using, but it's pretty close, and I think it's super pretty. But this is the wallpaper, so it's super pretty. So this is basically the general color scheme. It's going to be very neutral, a lot of green, a lot of muted greens actually. Okay. Oh, you're filming. Okay. This is temporary placement. It's not supposed to be so far. This fryer has been with me for about 2 years now. 2 years, and it's actually meant to be a funnel cake fryer, but it works for donuts and it was cheap, so I've been using this. And it fries 12 donuts at a time, but hopefully if I get the Kickstarter funds, then I'll be able to buy a new fryer that fries 3 times as much at once. The proofer that I have, that technically doesn't work correctly, but I haven't bought a new one, so I've just worked with it, and I can't wait to use one that actually works. So not many people get to try a super fresh donut while it's still warm, so I really want you to try that because this is one of my favorite things. It looks weird though because I'm too short for this.
It's fine.
This is temporary. I don't actually make donuts like this, but it's just here, so okay. There are a lot of times where I ask myself, why am I doing this? Or why is this so important to me? Because every time I think back to high school, and back in like senior year, I was really depressed and I just did not want to be around. Like going to the gym probably kept me sane, and yeah, I just wasn't happy. I didn't feel good enough for anyone or anything, and that feeling kind of carried on through to college, and yeah, that feeling never really went away, honestly, until I signed the lease on this place, because I kind of felt like, oh, people are counting on me now. Like, I actually have a space. It's real, it's happening. So I was like, I can't give up on life or anything. So that's why it's really important to me, because having the flower box and running this business makes me feel like I can be something, and I'm actually good at something that people thankfully like a lot. So it makes me feel capable and like I have a purpose in life, which I didn't have in high school and college. So I'm really grateful that baking came along. And so I guess I don't have like a super clear, strong mission statement for my business, because really what I'm doing is just doing what makes me happy and what makes me feel fulfilled. And I'm glad that people are supportive of that. I'm gonna start torching these ones.
Yep.
Okay. So that was pretty much a review of everything that's going on with the flower box right now, and a little bit of background information, and a mini tour of the space. It's gonna look very different in a few months.